What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2019 Elite Brothers Open at Pendaries Golf Course in Rociada, New Mexico. My name is Gabriel Down. I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
So far, we got a little 5-man card going for you. Dillon Vallance leading the pack at 1 under par. We got Tanner Cumpton right behind him at even. Then we got Jason Weldon and Kester sitting at 2 big. We got Cody Buckelew straight off the UFO
Straight
from
off
Roswell,
the
New Mexico.
Yeah, I like that.
He's sitting at 4 big. Hopefully we can see him turn the round around here. Hole 11, this is a par 3, 372 feet. As you can see, there is this middle gap here, but it is not ideal. Just so many trees to miss. The basket is tucked past this OB cart path right here to the right. So most of these guys are going to be taking the wide hyzer around the right side and try and swing it in.
Yeah, unless you're lefty, and I guess you're going roller.
Oh,
What that was supposed to be?
and that's actually not
that bad.
bad result
Yeah,
from that, because that could have easily gone out of bounds or like on the green, but he's going to have a somewhat open upshot to the basket. Oh no.
Get back.
And just barely squeaks back in bounds for Cody there.
Yeah, he just kind of nicked that branch and redirected it.
And Dillon keeping it nice and low, playing that skip. And yeah, he'll have a look from there. It'll be about 45 feet.
It's pretty hard to get all the way up there if you're taking the hyzer, because you gotta just swipe it
Yeah.
all the way around those
And
trees.
you really got to get lucky with missing trees, because there's so many guardian trees around the basket.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that was a nice shot there by Jason.
Looks like we got JC opting for the lefty and hits that limb short, and he'll have a pretty tough upshot from there. And he's going to have some trees to contend with on that putt.
Yeah, it was a pretty good upshot considering how many trees he had to dodge.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's went a little bit deep.
Yeah. And that went like right between my feet.
Between the feet. Nice.
Yep.
Didn't touch you. And Dillon just doing a full send.
Just skips right off the top of the cage, and he'll be tapping in for par.
Or the band.
Or band.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and Cody's just kind of shanked that right into the tree. Not the best putt we've seen from him. Jason missing a little amp
a little
side.
bit left, and that needs to chill out.
Dude,
Oh, there we go.
the
All right.
rollaways are so, like,
They're real.
spontaneous. Yeah,
Yeah.
they come out of nowhere, like, right when you don't expect it.
Tanner with just a little bit too low on that putt. He's going to be tapping in for bogey. JC just a little bit right as well.
Oh, get in
Dillon's
there.
good for par. That'll keep him at 1 under.
Yeah, we saw Dillon just having a lot of chain outs at the beginning of that first round, or
Yeah.
the front 10.
Yeah.
And so he should be like 3 or 4 down by now.
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
he's still hanging in there and beating everyone else so far.
Yeah. We got JC and Cody and Tanner tapping in the bogeys. All right, hole 12. This is a par 4, 635 feet. It is one of the more beautiful holes on this course, because you can't see it too much right here, but there is just snow-capped mountains in the background on the
so
tee shot,
beautiful.
and it is awesome. You're really just throwing, the tee shot's not too dangerous. You're wanting to throw a distance driver just as far as you can down the fairway. Try and stay in bounds on that left side. And then the tricky part of this hole is going to be the upshot, really.
Yeah, that and the fact that basically the entire hole is on like a left to right downslope, which
Yeah,
can make things
definitely.
interesting.
Yeah, the basket is on a little mound, so there's also OB. The cart path is to the right, so you want to, on your upshot, just play to that back or left side of the hill, and just have it roll up to the basket. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you take too much of a skip, you're rolling straight OB.
Right. And we've seen Tanner go with this big, tall Annie shot before. This time he got a little bit of finish at the end.
Yeah, and that's going to be OB.
Yeah. Here we got Cody. And it really seems like he's playing better than what his score is showing.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of good putts.
Yeah.
And that's a great spot to be.
He'll have a little downhill upshot from there. JC putting out the hyzer. Just crashing it into that hillside. And that checks up nicely.
Yeah, it's really easy to go deep on this upshot too, so you gotta be really touchy.
And Jason just throwing it a little bit too low. That's definitely something that gets in your head on this shot because it is very downhill and you're trying to keep it low because if you throw it too high, you're going either OB or too long. And so.
And look at that, that's gonna be OB as well.
Yeah. Just put it up too high.
The OB right there is sneaky. It's a little bit closer to the basket than people think it is. And
yeah, Cody with a shank there.
Big time shank.
Just bad misrelease.
So here's Tanner from the OB shooting 3.
And he's put that really wide. And he's going to leave himself with
not a
about
fun
a Strickle's edge putt.
Yeah, with that elevated basket there.
And the OB behind.
Yeah. Oh, and another shank job with the forehand.
Yeah. It's like I said, that downhill gets you in your head. You're wanting to throw it low, but then you end up throwing it too low.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I would throw from like that position, a forehand or backhand. Because the backhand, like, it will definitely land a little bit softer, but
yeah.
The forehand, you have so much room on that left side to play with. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's almost like inviting. I don't know. Here's Dillon for 3.
I mean, if you can catch that skip on the left side of the hill, it's going to be in a good spot. It's risky to throw the forehand because you can take that massive skip OB.
That was a fantastic bogey save there by Tanner.
Yeah.
Really nice putt.
Jason tapping in the par. That'll keep him at 2 big.
Yeah, we didn't have UDisc out here. I'm curious what the average was on this hole because honestly, it's not that hard of a hole.
Yeah,
if you just play
really
it,
isn't.
if you just play it simple.
Mm-hmm.
But
very threeable.
We've seen some big numbers there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hole 13. This is one of the temp holes. It's also known as hole 12A. This is a par 3, 280 feet. You are basically throwing out a hyzer around this right gap and just skipping it right up to the basket. There is some low branches on that right gap to contend with, but as long as you keep it low, you're going to have a look.
Yeah, this is also one of those holes where it's really easy to go long on. You got to really disc down and kind of shove a putter or mid-range over there.
And Dillon went a little bit deep there, and he might have some trees to contend with.
And that's going to be about 40 short, maybe.
There's Cody. And yeah, you got to keep that one real low. Just clipping those branches there. And Tanner throwing a forehand.
That might have been the first forehand from him all day.
Yeah, I think I saw one other one, but
okay.
Yeah, that was just sawed that one off. It looked like. Oh no!
That's hitting the box. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, he's gonna be well short.
JC just left with nothing.
Yeah.
Low ceiling putts are just so annoying.
Yeah.
Because you want to run the basket pretty much from everywhere, and whenever you just can't, it's so painful.
Tanner just laying up there. Here's Dillon for 2. And just barely too low there. Jason tapping in the lone birdie.
Yeah, he was closer than I thought.
Yeah.
He was only about 20 feet short.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to move him to 1 over par. He's only 2 strokes back of the lead now. So going to be Cody for his par.
Yeah, I think these 2 temp holes are... They're not really muskets, but you don't want to do anything worse than a 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Especially on this one.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. I'd consider this one a musket for sure. Because I mean, it's
more so than the next hole, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the next hole is like the shortest hole of all time, but
Yeah, but the gap is insane.
It's a little risky, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice two, Jason.
Dillon tapping in for par as well. Still holding that lead. And here we are to hole 14. This is a par 3, 220 feet. This is the shortest hole in the course, but as you can see, the gap is not small, or not big.
Not big.
You really just wanted to play that right side, throw something a little bit more overstable, maybe a mid-range or fairway driver, and have it skip up to the basket. Because you really can't put too much height on this disc.
At all. I mean, that's like the main thing I was going to say, that you have got to get it low.
Yeah.
You've got to play for the skip on this hole. Jason just kind of grip locked that a little bit. Tanner with a slight early release, but he found a way through there.
Yeah. Dillon.
Or Dylan.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
10.
It happens.
Yeah. He actually got a pretty fortunate kick there.
Yeah, he did.
Kept him forward. But
And
Cody with a fantastic shot, and he will be tapping in for the birdie there. Tanner throwing that lefty forehand again, and just barely sawing it off once again. He's going to be in a tough spot there.
Yeah, he's not feeling too confident with the forehand right now.
Yeah. And JC going with that standstill. Yeah.
Hey, that's the second full send we've seen.
Yeah.
Just face first.
You got to.
I agree. Oh, that looks okay. I thought he crushed that.
Yeah.
It's a long wind up.
Yeah, still not the best upshot from Tanner. He's going to still have about 35 feet.
And Jason had a lot of trees to dodge and unfortunately couldn't quite do it, so that's for his par, and he's going to be about 20 feet deep. There it is.
Dillon with a great birdie.
Pew.
That'll move him to 2 under par. Still trucking along. This is going to be JC for the par save.
Yeah, he hasn't quite gotten in that groove with the putter yet this round.
Yeah, I mean, he's dealing with that injury.
Yeah.
He was telling me he had to be like really touchy with it because he's dealing with tennis elbow. So.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, he said those putts were hurting.
So he'll be tapping it for a double, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Cody with a beautiful birdie.
Yeah. Jason, an unfortunate bogey.
Yeah, whenever you go way on that right side off the tee, you're scrambling to save par.
Mm-hmm.
It's no easy task.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate double from JC. Hole 15, this is a par 3, 336 feet. As you can see, there is a super tight gap initially off the tee. Most of these guys are going to be throwing a fairway driver to mid-range that either carries straight or has a little bit of slight right turn and an overstable finish. There is a OB green right in the dead center of the fairway, so you really want to be careful of that.
Yeah, and this definitely got away from Dillon. He did not mean to throw it that high.
Yeah, but he's still going to be in a decent position. He'll have about 50 feet for his birdie putt.
That's looking nice.
Yeah. And as long as you hit that gap. And that's a good shot from Cody. And
oh no.
That is the worst of events.
What are you going to do
Tanner?
I mean, I might just pitch back out onto the tee pad.
Right.
At least give yourself some footing.
Yeah. And Jason looks like he's turned this over just a little bit too much, but
I think you're totally happy with that.
He's going to be a little bit deep and might have some branches in his way, but it'll give him a look.
Yeah, and I feel like this little narrow entrance here is a little bit tighter than it looks. Like in person, it's a little bit tighter than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We saw a lot of people, not this card, but just a lot of people throughout the tournament just knocking trees left and right off the tee. And yeah, it's safe. It's out there. It'll be a pretty easy upshot from there, but
yeah, he'll be most likely have to lay up and tap in for bogey.
oh no!
JC with another low release.
He's telling it to get up.
Yeah. And That's not the best of upshots because that tree is going to be right in his way. He's going to be forced to throw a slight any putt there.
I can't believe we haven't mentioned it yet, but the deer on
Oh,
this course, dude.
Man, the wildlife is just so integrated with this course. It's insane. Like every time you turn around, there's probably like 200 deer on this property. At least.
There's got to be way more than that, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we saw 200. There's probably 400 more.
They're walking around everywhere.
And look at this putt from Cody here. Just a beautiful birdie putt.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That'll move him to 3 big. He's definitely made up some strokes because he was at 6 big at one point.
Yeah, and that's the putt that can get you going too. You make that, all your confidence is back, and you can just get on a roll.
Oh,
nice recovery.
Great recovery putt from JC. Saves bogey. Oh.
And see, that was just too high, too hard. I mean,
yeah, that
was crushed.
That one I'll agree was a little too hard, but here we go.
Yeah, really unfortunate bogey there from Dillon.
Yeah.
He thought that was coming out for sure.
Close. And a par from Jason. All right, hole 16. This is a par 3, 387 feet. Another small gap that you have to hit initially, but after that it opens up. And man, look at these deer right here to the right.
Don't get distracted now. Don't get distracted.
Most of these guys are gonna be throwing a forehand. You're wanting to ride the OB the entire way and maybe take a skip off the cart path.
Yeah, you're basically aiming that forehand right where the cart path turns right.
Yeah,
and
literally.
if you can, right there. But too much flex
taking
on
that
it.
Cart path skip.
Oh! I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that is just ridiculous looking.
That is it went from perfect to
that was insane.
Hit the
How
bottom,
did even
hit the metal on the bottom.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, hit the metal on the bottom, caught edge, and then rolled OB. That is just so unfortunate.
I was like, how did it go back to the left?
Yeah.
That's a nice safe shot there. Man, that was wild.
Yeah, I thought I was going to ace.
I would have been just so upset if that happened to me.
Dillon with a nice shot, though. That'll put him about 25, 30 out.
Yeah, I don't know how long Dillon's been playing, but it seems like he's been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
Just because he can throw like every single shot really well.
Mm-hmm. He does. Tanner with not the best tee shot. No. Hits the tree there and he's going to have to lay up for 3. JC correcting off the... that one almost aced as well.
Yeah, it did. And that's impressive, going back to that forehand like that after a couple of shank jobs from the previous hole.
Yeah.
It's hard to, I don't know, get your mindset back into it.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of correct off of it, though.
That's true. If you have the confidence, it's easier, but if you don't, then it can be terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not throwing that shot anymore.
And this is way deep from Tanner.
Stays in.
Yeah, and he's going to have that tree in the way. He might have to straddle out from there. JC just laying up. This is Jason for the birdie.
Do it. Oh! Man. Just look at that confidence in the walk, and nope, that's not going in.
It's a great line, though. And here's Tanner to save par.
Yeah. Dillon Vallance with the fierce-looking putt. Knocks it right in. Moving him to 2 down.
Cody tapping in the par after the almost ace.
Right.
Anytime there's an ace run, you're usually taking a par or a bogey.
Sadly. Yeah. It's not quite like ball golf where it's pretty much an automatic tap-in.
Yeah, exactly. All right, hole 17. This is a par 3, 342 feet. Another one of the temp holes out here. You're really just throwing a hyzer around these trees on the left, and either playing the skip or the spike hyzer, depending on what you prefer. This is Dillon. Looks like he's opting for a little bit more spike. Might get a little bit of ground action, and does.
Yeah.
Scoots towards the basket about pin high.
Yeah, if you have the power, I mean, I don't see why not go high. You know, less ground action.
Cody putting out a nice shot.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is
sticking
parked.
it right by the basket.
And Jason.
Ow.
It's a little bit sawed off.
Yeah, not a favorable skip either. So
Yeah, just didn't hit the ground at the right angle and didn't get a skip. He's gonna have a long putt. And JC, this is looking pulled.
Yeah, I hit a little branch to put him back in the fairway, but
Yeah,
still way short.
Easy 3. We got the lefty throwing out the forehand. And went a little deep there. He'll have about 40 feet for his birdie putt. Jason with a good upshot though, or JC.
Here's Jason for 2.
And just a little bit high there.
It seemed a little bit extra windy on this hole throughout the throughout the tournament.
Yeah, it did. It's one of the more open ones. It's kind of like centered in the valley.
Yeah.
So kind of got that whirlwind right in the middle.
Beautiful par save.
Great comebacker from Jason. Awesome.
Is it just me, or does he kind of look like Wolverine?
He kind of does. I could see him playing like a Wolverine character.
I was totally expecting you to say no, not at all, but
No,
I'm happy with that response.
Yeah. He looks more like the Beast. Like, you know the Beast character? That's like, I think he's Wolverine's brother.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Wolverine.
Oh, well, then we're SOL here.
Yeah. I haven't seen most of the superhero movies. I'm just not a big fan of them. I don't know why. I want to get into them, but I just can't.
Yeah.
There's something about it that's kind of cheesy to me. I don't know why.
All right, man. Do you?
Sorry.
Hole 18, this is a par 3, 377 feet. It's basically just another big hyzer hole. You want to be careful of throwing it too high because you will hyzer out OB. There's a cart path that wraps around all along the left side and behind the basket. So just height control here and distance control is key.
Yeah, Dillon's going super wide, and that's looking pretty good. It's going to be a little bit... oh, well, that's circled.
Yeah.
That's in the circle.
He's going to be in the circle. Sabretooth. That's
what you were talking about?
That's not the Beast. Sabretooth.
Okay.
He looks like... Yeah, Sabretooth is Wolverine's brother. He looks like Sabretooth.
Yeah,
I think more so than Wolverine.
No idea who that is, but...
well, yeah. I don't know why I'm telling you this.
Yeah. Well, you're telling the viewers.
Yeah. Here we got Jason Weldon, Mr. Sabretooth himself.
Oh, no. Let's find a way in.
He's going to be out of bounds there. I'll have to take it about 30 feet back from where it is.
This hole might have hit the most OBs out of any of the holes.
Yeah, because
I feel like everyone went OB on this hole.
Yeah, because you can't see the OB from the tee shot. There's another one.
Well, and the OB just kind of winds around the green, and
Yeah.
it's just a tricky angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a slight mishap on your drive, and it can just soar way OB.
Yeah, and this is looking like a monster forehand from Tanner.
God, no kidding.
And that goes deep.
By a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's safe. He's going to be in bounds. He'll be able to take a par from there.
That's got to be like 100 deep. Oh, Jason.
Jason with the chain nick.
And Tanner
And
coming up
that's-
well short.
Yeah, he's gonna have a circle's edge putt for his par. Oh, and Cody wanted that one.
This is an extremely downhill putt. Can't
Yeah.
quite tell on camera.
And here's Tanner to save par. Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh my goodness. These baskets are not liking it today.
No.
Oh, they like Dillon's putt though. Did you see that chain whip out?
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane.
Some dramatic effect there.
Right?
And Jason's just been kind of on and off with the putter. He's had some good moments, had some really bad moments, and just can't quite dial it in.
Taking a double bogey there. Cody with an unfortunate par. JC just setting it in the chains. An unfortunate bogey from Tanner. Brutal spit out.
Not fun.
Man. Hole 19, this is a par 4, 663 feet. It kind of carries flat for just a second and then starts to carry uphill. And then the basket is on the crest of this hill about, I'd say, 80 feet to 90 feet after the crest.
Yeah.
Most of these guys are just going to be throwing something super hard and far, try and crash it into the top of that hill and leave themselves with as close of an upshot as possible.
Yeah, even getting like halfway up the hill is like a really good shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Dillon with a really nice shot there. He'll have a pretty easy upshot from there. He might be able to see the basket. If you can see the basket,
it makes a world of difference.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cody putting out a nice one.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the distance, but he should be all right.
JC pumping out a forehand. And that's going to be at the bottom of the hill there. Just kind of turned over too much on him.
Yeah, and as you were saying, if you can't see the basket on your second shot, I mean, it's so hard to judge how far that basket really is because it seems like it's closer than what it really is.
Yeah, when we played through it, I threw a bomb second shot, and I was still like
50 short?
Yeah, like 50 short, and I was like, I thought it was parked.
Yeah. And Jason just in a really, really awkward spot, having to throw a big Annie forehand.
Yeah.
And it actually ends up really, really good.
Yeah.
Not quite putting distance, but he's up there.
And JC is going to be about pin high, 50 right. Cody with a nice shot, though.
Yeah, that'll work.
Leave him about 25 feet.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the coolest holes out here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love this hole.
You just don't ever get to throw shots like this very often.
Mm-hmm. Especially being from Oklahoma. I mean, obviously, if you live here or in Colorado.
But sadly, the majority of disc golfers don't.
Yeah. And that was a really nice shot there. This is going to be Jason from deep.
Yeah, he didn't like that right out of his hand.
Yeah. It's JC for birdie. Be tapping in for par. Oh, yeah. Good putt from Cody there.
Yeah. Yeah, standing on top here, putting, just facing that view is just so cool.
Yeah. And Dillon keeping the train rolling.
Just
really turned around the round.
Yeah, kind of sneaky this back 11.
Yeah, he's been killing it. Moves him to 5 under par. He is absolutely destroying this card. All right, hole 20. This is a par 3, 411 feet. Another very downhill hole. Most of these guys are going to be throwing a forehand around the left side and try and make it to the bottom of this hill where the basket is. There is no OBs.
Yeah,
actually,
no OB
which
on
was
this
really
hole.
surprising. It was surprising that that cart path didn't play OB, but
they're inviting the wide forehand, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the gap's pretty tight initially off the tee as well.
But I mean, going up the middle is really the only way to get the birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you go roller, which we saw people attempt, but not a whole lot successful.
Yeah, no, none.
They just
successful,
took
actually.
off like way deep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Cody just catching a branch there. But he'll have a pretty simple upshot from there. The lefty forehand roller.
I don't hate it. Okay, I hate it. I'm just kidding.
That just turns over too much on him, and he'll have a pretty easy upshot from there.
Yeah, with that elevation change, it takes the perfect angle on that disc to do what you want it to do.
Yeah. JC throwing out a nice forehand.
That might have helped him out, actually. That might
Yeah.
he might have been pinched off on the left side with some trees if
Yeah.
that just kept clean.
And Jason just barely catching some limbs there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard to throw a clean tee shot here on this hole.
Yeah, there's just a lot of trees to battle with.
Then you got these hills, so if you keep it a little bit too low, it's not going very far.
Yeah, exactly.
Good upshot.
With a tap in par.
And this is a green that you can really attack from like about this distance with the slope.
Mm-hmm. Just skips up nicely like that. Here is Tanner. That's looking a little bit left, but squeaks through there and
Yeah,
he's going
very
to have a tap in.
fortunate. Didn't quite get the hyzer I don't think he was expecting.
Dillon just laying up.
Third,
Didn't
full
have
send.
any kind of run. Yeah.
I've really never seen this many face first putts in a round.
It's a good sign.
It is.
Committed to their shots.
Absolutely.
Cody tapping in the par.
Yeah, I kind of expected this. A
Jason
lot
as
of
well.
pars in this hole.
Yeah, this is. If we had U-Disc on this one, it'd probably play like
3 point.
I'd say like 3.6 or
Yeah,
so.
that sounds about
because,
right.
It's just, I don't know. It's hard to get all the way down there.
It really is.
because there's a skinny gap to hit like around the guardian trees right in front of the basket. So, par's definitely an okay score on that
Yeah.
hole for sure. Hole 21, last hole of the round. This is a par 3, 385 feet. Another one of the temp holes that they added in. The green on the left side plays OB, so you really just have to be wary of throwing it too low and scooting up onto there. But the basket's on this hill on the right side, so
What about the sidewalk? Is sidewalk OB?
the sidewalk is not OB.
Okay.
No.
And Dillon's about, I don't know, 20 short. Really uphill putt, but
Yeah.
he's been draining those putts all day.
Yeah. And forehand's really the best play here because you can crash it into that hill.
And
but
it-
you do catch those nasty rollaways like we see right here.
Yeah, and the fact
But
that
it's just rolling. Look at this.
it plays, oh my god.
Yeah, it rolls all the way back down there. That might give him a better look, though, to the basket because he was going to be pretty pinched off there on the right.
Yeah, but the fact that this hole plays more like 330 because of the downhill, it really invites the forehand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't you-
Man. And that's just the dangerous thing. Oh, and
That's gone forever.
even worse, it rolls straight onto the green.
Oh, and it's just like doing an S form, just, oh.
Man. And that is unfortunate because that was going to be a really nice position for
Yeah.
him. JC pulling out the lefty.
Beautiful flight there with
Yeah, really
the
nice.
flex shot.
And he'll have a little uphill putt from there.
See, at McClure on hole 12 in Tulsa, it's like this a similar sidewalk next to the basket that
Yeah.
they play OB in Tulsa, which is very frustrating.
Yeah, because
So-
you roll like,
so I'm glad
right
I-
onto the sidewalk the majority of the time.
So I'm glad that this is not OB.
Yeah. Good upshot from Cody there. This is Jason for his 2.
Just laying it up.
Yeah. Or maybe didn't put enough on it.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's just one of those things where, like, if you hit the cage from that distance, I mean, look at this. Anything you hit is going to turn into a roller.
Yeah, and he's just got the maximum amount of bad luck on this hole. Like,
And it just happens to be the finishing hole, too.
parked it basically, rolled all the way down to the green OB.
Stay.
Hits the cage on his putt, rolls 80 feet left down the hill, pinched off. Like, that is just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Dillon with a little bit of an am side miss there. Just Cody tapping in the par.
And
Triple bogey from Tanner. Not the way he wanted to end the round.
he was playing pretty good golf all day, really.
Yeah, this hole will get you, man. It's
Yeah.
All right, that concludes our first round coverage of the Elite Brothers Open. So far, we got Dillon Vallance and Sean Sullivan shooting the hot round of 5 down, 1028 rated. We got Tyler Liebman and Eric Koka, as well as Jonathan Tapia on our card for next round. So be sure to tune into that.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for round 2.
See you round 2.